Hello students, let me explain you about the XML schema. Schema here defines the structure of an XML document and it will be placed in the DTD declaration. And why we have to make use of this schema means the purpose. That means the purpose of the schema will be to define the elements which are present in the document, the child elements, the order of the elements, child elements, number of child elements, whether the element is empty or whether it is having the content, or the type of data elements, the attributes which can be used for the elements, default and fixed values for the elements and the attributes. These are the reasons, this has to be included in the XML schema. Coming to the features of XML schema, XML schema supports the data types, it supports the namespace, it provides built-in data types, it provides the ability to define custom data types, easy to describe allowable content in the document, easy to validate the correctness of the data, object-oriented approach, easy to define the data formats, easy to define the restrictions on the data, easy to convert the data types, and they are extensible. Coming to the different types of schema elements. Okay. So here there is the different types which are present in this schema are complex type and the simple type. Elements, it can be either the simple type or complex type. Simple type contains only the text and they doesn't have any child elements, whereas the complex type can contain the text as well as the child elements. Simple type contains user derived types and built-in types like string, decimal, etc. All built-in types comes under the category of the simple types, and the schema developers can derive simple types by restricting the another simple type. Simple types can be atomic or non-atomic. By default, complex type can have complex content. Complex type elements can be limited to simple content and they can have the children, and they can be limited to having no content also. Coming to the complex type elements have attributes, the child elements, or the combination of the two. Complex type elements, it can, as I told you earlier, it can be empty or it can contain any simple content in it, or the complex content is also allowed. I have shown in the example how to declare this complex types. I have given XS which denotes XML schema, colon, element I have given, space, name. So name is the is equal to, I have provided the value for the name. Next I have written XS colon complex type. This part of coding declares the complex type of the schema. Content models. These are used to indicate the structure and the order in which the child elements can appear within the parent element. There are three types of model groups that are used. One is the sequence, next is the all, next is the choice. Sequence means the order in which the elements appear. All means the elements must appear but order is not important. Excess means choice, only one of the element can appear. That means choice itself will tell that any one element can be selected. Next is complex types. The complex type can have another complex type. So declaration of the complex type within another declaration, a complex type is nothing but nested complex types.